Well, Tracy, it's not often you hear a sitting congressman criticize the leader of his party, much less when it's the president. But Peter DeFazio has always been somewhat of a maverick, and he was not holding back today.
There are no revenues.
After a bruising battle in Congress over the debt ceiling, Democrat Peter DeFazio is back in Eugene, holding town halls around his district and venting about the president.
How do you think the president's doing?
Not so good. I think it started really with his stimulus package, which I voted against. Remember, the original stimulus that came out of the House would have built a lot more stuff, would have put a lot more people to work.
But instead, DeFazio said President Obama agreed with Republicans to $340 billion in tax cuts and only a fraction of that in spending for the nation's bridges and highways. It's one of the many reasons the Democrat thinks the president may lose his re-election.
At this point, it pretty much depends upon how far out there the Republican nominee is. With a respectable, sort of someone who would tend a little more toward the middle of the road Republican nominee, he's going to have a very tough time getting reelected.
And remember the huge crowds that greeted President Obama in Oregon? The excitement led to a 600,000 vote win for the president here. But DeFazio says a win for Obama in Oregon is not certain anymore.
I believe Oregon's very much in play. I mean, we are one of the harder hit states in the union, particularly my part of the state. I've just done 6 town hall meetings, got 7 to go, and people are shaking their head and saying, I don't know if I can vote for him again.
The congressman is angry that the president has not fought harder to stick to his promises.
Fight? I don't think it's a word in his vocabulary. I mean, come on. He pledged as a candidate to make the Bush tax cuts for people over $250,000 a year expire. He said that repeatedly as president. Then the Republicans telegraphed to him that they were going to use a fake crisis over the debt limit in order to muscle some major spending reductions or other things onto him. And that was in December. So then what happens? Suddenly he flip-flops, concedes everything to the Republicans, so he doesn't seem to have an ounce of fight in him.
As he travels around his district, DeFazio says he feels a lack of faith in the president's ability to lead the country out of our weak economy, and he is not surprised.
Not at all. Well, I mean, I can't. One guy asked me, he said, give me 25 words on what he's about and what he's done for me, and I'm like, I said it could have been worse.
Somehow, I don't think Congressman DeFazio is going to the Obama Christmas party this year, Tracy.